Folks, if you have not done so, you need to take a look at the U.S. debt clock. There have been a few changes. I want you to notice some things here. Debt is continuing to climb here, but there are some numbers and statistics that are going backwards. Total personal debt is now being eradicated. Notice it's going backwards here. Credit card debt is also going backwards if you take a look at that. Makes you wonder what the hell is going on here. We're going to look at a couple other statistics here. Dollar to silver ratio. As of right now, they are saying that silver is selling, according to this, silver is selling at $3,700 an ounce. Now they make some statistical comparisons between 1913 and now, and yet it's being sold for $14 an ounce. Are they trying to rig, not Trump, but is the deep state trying to rig everything in place? Now you're sitting there going, what the hell's going on here? Why are some of these numbers going backwards? Well, ladies and gentlemen, there is a rumor going around as of right now that Nesara may have been enacted, which means Nesara is now, as of this moment, underway. A lot of you are probably wondering, what the hell is Nesara? Back in 2000, Bill Clinton introduced legislation called the National Economic Security and Reformation Act. Now, one story that is being told is it was passed and he's had to sign it at gunpoint by the military. He was not going to sign this. But the military came in and basically issued him an ultimatum. You either sign this or take a bullet. Bush tried to sweep it under the rug in hopes that no one would know about it. But something tells me Donald Trump was made aware, and now things are about to start to unravel itself. Let me read you the following out of this excerpt. Nesara will do the following. Forgives credit card, mortgage, and other bank debt. As you saw on the debt clock, credit card debt was actually going backwards, which is a first. And other bank debt due to illegal banking and government activities. Over the years, we have been getting screw job by our own people. Screw job by the government, screw job by the banks. Don't get me started on the banks. The banks have been pulling hoodwink maneuvers for a long time. It abolishes the income tax. In other words, the reason why we fought for this country was to get out of the British tax system. Abolishes IRS, creates fiat rate, non-essential, new items only sales tax revenue for government. In other words, this is possibly the flat tax. A lot of Tea Party people and a lot of patriotic Americans were pushing for this. So this may become a reality. Increases benefits to senior citizens. One thing this may do is fix the senior citizens as far as their Social Security. Establishes new presidential and congressional elections within 120 days of the announcement. Now, in the next video, if I can, I'm going to do a search. I'm going to find out when exactly Nesara was enacted and who may have done it. Monitors elections and prevents illegal activity, election activities, or special interest groups. It's very well possible that deep state players who try to get involved and interfere will be booted out immediately. Creates new U.S. Treasury currency, rainbow currency backed by gold, silver, and platinum precious metals. This will be the first time in a very long time, since possibly going back to the early days of the Federal Reserve, where we have a currency that is backed by precious metals. Returns constitutional law to all of our courts and legal matters. The law of the land, the rule of law, will return to these courts. There will be none of this garbage that they've been pushing for years. Initiates new U.S. Treasury bank system in alignment with constitutional law. There will no longer be none of this garbage of the Federal Reserve. Their days are done. Donald Trump sometime here recently took it over because he got tired of the Rothschild banking system taking advantage of Americans. Eliminates the Federal Reserve System. Why do you think he had a picture of Andrew Jackson in the back in one part of the White House? One thing Jackson has been known for is destroying the banking systems of the Rothschilds. Restores financial privacy. All your information will no longer be public as far as financial information. Retrains all judges and attorneys in constitutional law. There will be no longer this crap that they have learned over the years. Ceases all aggressive U.S. government military actions worldwide. It is time our boys come home. I'm not just talking about these stupid wars that we have been fighting for years. I'm talking about these occupations as well. There was talk here about 2 months ago that Trump is looking into pulling out of Germany. And if Korea unifies, well, there's no need for us to be there. Establishes peace throughout the world, and this is what we need. Initiates first phase of worldwide property distribution. And in another video, I will talk to you about Nesara, which is the world version of Nesara, the Global Economic Security and Reformation Act. First phase of worldwide prosperity distribution of vast wealth, which has been accumulating for decades. It has. These one percenters, these deep state clowns, have been harboring our money for years. Releases enormous sums of money for humanitarian purposes. And that's exactly what needs to happen. We have too many tragedies going on nationwide. It's time for our people who are homeless, set things right with them. No more homeless children, no more homeless people. Let's make this happen. It enables the release of new technologies such as alternative energy devices. These technologies have been suppressed by big oil and other companies because it threatens their integrity, it threatens their way of life. Or how about this, ladies and gentlemen, and in the future video I will bring this up, how Tesla's zero-point energy is cleaner energy than the model that they went with Thomas Edison. Did you all know Thomas Edison was a globalist? Up until several years ago, I did not know. Ladies and gentlemen, I will keep you posted on information that I find out about, but this is a good time to be an American. Our days of suffering and going through hell, they just might be over. Support our president, and it's time to be vigilant, folks. And one more thing before I get off here. There is another rumor going around that high-profile people are headed for GITMO. Part of Nesara involves the arrest of corrupt officials. Do not be surprised if a lot of them end up in GITMO, ladies and gentlemen. Stay vigilant. America, the real America, is about to come back.